Thank you for joining us on this program today. How do life's challenges shape our wisdom? The answer to this question is in this book we are reviewing today, Wisdom from Scratch, authored by Renne Christbright NDUM. My conversation with him today will help us to understand how everyday experiences can shape your path to wisdom. He will tell you that wisdom pursued leads to growth and self-improvement. Welcome, Renne, and I hope that you're doing fine.
I'm doing great. Thank you very much.
It's a delight to have you on this program today. Do you know that?
I'm happy for that. I'm glad.
Okay. I got to understand that when you began writing this book, Wisdom from Scratch, you felt a mixture of excitement, responsibility, and humility. Why was it so?
It has been, I've surrounded myself in a society where people don't understand me better because you believe wisdom has been a thing that has been lacking in the community. Many people have the knowledge, but they lack the ability to put wisdom into good use. Now, wisdom, writing this book, I feel a mixture of humility, a responsibility. Why? Because I'm trying to address a problem and trying to look up with a method that can solve that particular problem. So coming up with a book, Wisdom from Scratch, is like a toolbox that is being designed to meet up with the generation of people that feel like they are unseen, feel like they are delayed, feel like they are empty, and feel like their background determines their future. So Wisdom from Scratch is that book that is going to guide everybody from teenagers right up to adult, business owners, leaders, and everybody in the community and in the world. Okay.
Did the process of writing make you reflect on your personal journey? How will you say your journey has been like till now?
Well, my journey has not been an easy one because, you know, we grew up in an environment where everybody wants to be accepted, either by a father, by a mother, by a community, by an employer, by somebody. And, you know, when they reject you, you feel like they are rejecting everything about you.
Yes.
But now wisdom comes to tell us that when they are rejecting you, they are not rejecting you as a person. They are rejecting a particular something, and they are sending a message to you. They are trying to redirect you, that those doors were not made for you. You have other greater doors that are waiting for you. So in an attempt to write this book, I have faced several things like rejection, failures, setbacks. And I've come to ask the question, but what can I really do? Can wisdom really help me to overcome all this? And all those questions are some of the reasons that make this book one of the books everybody should read. Yeah, because it is going to teach you how to overcome self-doubt, how to overcome rejection, how to overcome failure, and how wisdom can improve you and give you a better life success.
Yes, all along you've been talking about wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. But some of us seem not to know the full meaning. What should we understand by wisdom?
Wisdom is an ability that someone has. It is that you pay attention to life lessons, you reflect, and after reflecting, you have to know what you are capable of doing. It is like you say, if you have to do something, you need to test your strength. You talk about the SMART formula. We talk about your strength and your weaknesses and so forth, opportunities that surround you. So in the process of talking about wisdom, we talk about your ability, knowing yourself, what you can do and what you cannot do. Now, because wisdom, if you have a pen, and you don't know how to use that pen,
to write with the pen,
there will be a problem for you to use the pen. So wisdom is the ability to put anything, your ideas, your work, your skills, whatsoever thing you're doing, into a proper use.
Yes, and I like when you use the word proper, because you might use wisdom to do things that are harmful.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, I would like you to tell us what Wisdom from Scratch elaborate on specifically?
All right. Wisdom from Scratch is not just a book like we start talking. It is a seed of transformation that is designed to meet just billion of people across the world, with focus on three aspects. It's focus on business, building business morals in the society. It's focus about motivation in the first place, because we believe that there are people who are begging motivation. So there is a lot of things people are faking in the society. Many people in the society today, they are out to manipulate others and not to influence others to grow. So we could talk about lack of leadership capacity.
Okay.
Most of the leaders today, they don't lead their employees, they don't lead their followers based on the way they ought to do.
Okay,
They lead based on the way they want them to be.
Okay.
So they are trying to take people from what they are not and trying to implement measures that they are supposed to follow.
Okay.
So it has been a problem for them to follow, because you cannot call me to work on something that I don't know, and you expect me to adapt immediately and start flowing with you.
And of course, and produce results.
And produce result is going to be, it's just like you are calling an incompetent person to work in a competent organization and you expect great result.
Okay.
It's not going to work like that. So Wisdom from Scratch, it is that book that is designed to meet that million of people, leaders, businessmen, students, and everybody, every common man on earth.
Okay, and also to emphasize that the book is divided into 18 chapters.
18 chapters, exactly.
Okay, time for us to take the forward of this program today. And we are glad to have Joyce Eshu. She's telling us the reason why you watching this program need to have it, need to keep it, and need to read it. Let's watch.
Hello, Cameroon. I am here to introduce a book that I believe is not just a read, but a transformation. It is inspired and written by Mr. Renne Christbright, and I'll tell you why this book is a must read, a must have, and a must keep. This book is a must read because it's practical and it is drawn from life struggle, real life struggle, and it teaches you how to interact with people, how to lead with humility and strength. And this book is a must have because it is clear in a world where people are driven by emotion. This book is clear and shows you that with commitment, strength, and sacrifice, you can achieve whatever you want, no matter where you come from. With clear words from the book saying that your background does not limit your future in any way. And this book is also a must keep because wisdom is to be applied every day, and it's a lifelong journey. Whenever you need it, you can always come back to it. So I strongly recommend Wisdom from Scratch by Mr. Renne Christbright. Do well to get a copy.
You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, then you're watching The Book with Suzy, and my guest is Renne Christbright NDUM. We are reviewing Wisdom from Scratch. What a beautiful title for a beautiful book. I want us to look at the cover page of this book. I see a plant growing in a desert, in an arid zone. What message are you passing across?
The plant indicates the soil itself, the cracked soil, indicates the hard reality of life.
Okay.
And the plant growing means about the life, the processes we face in the journey of development in our life and in the process of building wisdom. Because you don't just get up in the morning and you sleep, you wash your face, and you expect success. Okay. There are certain procedures, there are certain obstacles that you're going to undergo before you achieve the goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does the book's approach to wisdom differ from traditional views?
From traditional view, you know, there are proverbs that great wisdom leaders, like the Socrates says, the only thing I know is that I know nothing. It's a deep quote, which simply means when wisdom is practiced, it embodies humility. Because when you are to practice wisdom, you don't get up and say, if not of me, this thing would have not been done. It is in our traditional mirror, we have people, we call them as elite. So wisdom, it is not a thing of looking into the aspect of our traditional method, where people say it is people who have wisdom are the most educated people. People who have wisdom are people of age. But now in the era of the 21st century, wisdom can be practiced, and it is a thing that everybody needs to have.
The book highlights that wisdom is important for harmonious living and logical ways of dealing with humans in the business world. Concretely, tell us how.
All right. Today in the business world, we are out with a lot of competition, and in our environment of living, we face things like jealousy, hatred, and so forth. So when wisdom is present, all those things become absent. Because when you see as somebody succeeding, it doesn't make you feel as a failure. It gives you the room of appreciating because the next person is going to be you. So wisdom is a thing we should embrace in our life as we live with others, because it's going to lead us to a journey where we see with the next person, we appreciate the success of another person, and we are ready to equally be the next person to be celebrated.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's time for us to take our next break, which is the Vox Pop. And today I'm asking this question out there. What will you do if someone corrects you in the form of shaming?
If someone corrects me in form of shaming, I will take the correction and I will keep quiet, because I will not retaliate. Because when you react as if you are hurt, you'll be more exposed. Just take the correction and be quiet.
How will I react if somebody corrects me in shaming? I think there are two concepts to note here. The first one is correction, and secondly, shame. I will take the intentions of the person, which is to correct me, and I will ignore or minimize the despicability of the person's action. And the action is wrong, but the intention is right. And I think it takes humility to learn. And so I'll have to humble myself. Even though the shaming there has two purposes to serve, which is firstly, it actually is a disrespect to my personality, to anybody's self-worth, and it is also a challenge to self-value. So, I mean, even though it's often said that people learn in a hard way, but even though it's despicable to correct somebody in shaming, I will humble myself and I will accept the correction with thanks.
I'll be angry. I won't take it very friendly. But then I know that it will be temporary, a momentary anger. And in my quiet moment, I'll think about the correction and see what to do about it.
If you are tuning in, therefore you're watching the Book with Suzy on the CRTV News, and we are glad to have Renne Christbright NDUM with his book Wisdom from Scratch. What an amazing piece of literature. Now, I want to take you to the Bible, okay, for us to meet King Solomon.
Exactly.
Yeah, King Solomon in the Bible is considered as
the wisest
king, and of course, as a very successful personality. Can success create wisdom, or the other way around?
So what I will say is, when we get started, grow wise, we lead well. King Solomon was never a successful man, but when he asks for wisdom, he becomes successful. As all indications of that, I say we can succeed without wisdom, but we need wisdom to manage our success. Now, in the aspect of can wisdom lead us to success, the answer is yes, because wisdom leads us to success because we already have the means to manage what we are looking for. But now, without wisdom, can we succeed? Yes, but we need wisdom to manage the success we have achieved.
Is wisdom innate or purposeful? In other words, do you think that wisdom is something you can learn or something you are born with?
From the title alone, wisdom from scratch, it means it is something you can start from zero,
from
scratch, and you grow up to somebody, which means that what you might be zero, you don't have anything, you just feel like you are nobody in the world, and you have to start somewhere. Whether you're perfect or not perfect, you just need to start, because that is where wisdom is being developed. Now, wisdom is not inherent, because if wisdom was inherent, I believe everybody should have wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what we say. Wisdom is birth; it is not given. It is not a privilege, but it is a privilege for you to learn, because it's going to when you learn it, it makes you look wise. And from when you're wise, there's high probability that from the mistakes you make, they are the results that you're going to produce. From the results you learn from the mistakes, and actually you are going to have some great perspective from what you have in the past and what you have in the present. That is where the wisdom starts coming from. Okay. Yeah. So I believe wisdom is not, it can be learned. Yes, it can be learned.
Well, if wisdom therefore can be learned, therefore, I think one of the advice you are giving your readers is that they should pursue wisdom daily. They should cultivate the habit of, pursuing wisdom. Now, the question is, in a world where speed and visibility are rewarded, how, therefore, do we prioritize that?
That's true. Now, to say wisdom, one, we need mentorship. Because you don't just get up, you say you want to learn wisdom, and there are senior experts in the field. You look for someone who is higher than you in the field. You need to have a mentor. And secondly, you need to look at your environment, because your environment contributes a lot. So your environment is one of the factors. We talk about reflection. You reflect of how are my action going to be? Are my action positive or are my actions negative? And then we equally talk about when we talk about with mentorship, we talk about environment, we talk about responsibilities. Now, when we talk about responsibility, we actually means you are taking ownership of something. Yeah, you are building something that you believe that it is going to benefit not you, not the people around you, but the world as a large.
It's time for us to take on the shelf, and our librarian expert is still with us, Mabel Foncham. Today, she's talking to us about the key responsibilities librarians should have. What are their key responsibilities? Well, she throws more light on that right now. Let's watch.
I am a librarian, so that's what I do every day. When my users, I have to be able to organize my information in a way that people come in and they're able to access it, this information, in a timely manner and without any biases. I have to ensure equity in the way this information is given, is disseminated. And apart from that, every librarian should be able to plan programs that respond to the needs of their community. Different types of programs. You should be able to also create a safe space where your members can talk, or where you can engage with the community, a level playing ground. So that's the basic role of a librarian, and there are different types of programs that you can do. I'm just going to give you a simple example. We have in American spaces what we call Ask a Librarian. We know that sometimes people have challenges finding information online because there's just so much online. So we have Ask a Librarian. We train them on how to access information and also how to store the credible information that they can access. So we call that as a librarian. So there are different types of programs that you can do in the library.
We'll soon be drawing the curtains on this edition of the program, The Book with Suzy. And of course, we have had time to talk about Wisdom from Scratch. If you missed out on that, then you can order your copy. This book was launched recently. How did it go?
Yeah,
Was it up to expectation? Did those you invited come? What was their reaction?
all right. The launching took place very well. It took place at the Young International Business School. I think from what we recorded, it should be a good start from the vision and the movement of Wisdom from Scratch.
Okay, now tell me, what are you expecting? How far do you want this book to go to?
I want this book should be able to reach to every common person on earth, because I believe it is a book, is a read for everybody, for millions of people. Let me say billion. Why not trillion? Because everybody needs this book. CEOs, founders, students, farmers, every person will need this book. Teachers.
Okay, so now what will be our take-home message from our discussion today?
The takeover is wisdom is bought, it is not given.
Okay.
So we need to have a copy of this book so that we keep with us every day. We have a machine of how we can manage people, manage ourselves, and manage everything that concerns us.
Yes, I know that there is someone who is watching right now who wants to get your contact. Can you tell us, can you give us your address, your number, so they can contact you if they want to have a copy?
All right. 680 47 39 31 or 674 34 54 41. Or you can contact me directly on Facebook by the name Renne Christbright NDUM.
And how affordable have you made this book?
The cost of this book is 5,000 francs.
Well, that's very, very interesting, Renne NDUM. 5,000 francs for knowledge like this one is not expensive, because they say if you think that education is expensive, then you should try
you should try ignorance.
So don't ignore and get yourself a copy of this amazing piece of literature and read. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to grow. You're going to grow to every level, to the level that you want to reach. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much, ma. Thank you. I appreciate everybody. This is a mixed book to get by everybody. So,
okay, yeah. Get yourself a copy. You already have his contact. And, of course, read. Well, I will conclude by saying that take it as it is and not the way you want it to be. Read broadcast will be at 5:30 this evening. That is if you missed out on this edition. Thank you for watching and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.